We are starting with Shruti Ranjan. Roll number 29, please start. And please, I will give you not more than 5 minutes each. All right.
Good morning, everyone. I am Shruti and presenting a presentation of Rahul Bajaj.
First, you switch on your camera first. Is it a PPT?
Sorry,
What is it?
no मैम असाइनमेंट और मैम मेरा कैमरा ऑन है और लाइट नहीं है इसलिए
चलिए आप बोलिए बाकी लोग कैमरा ऑफ कीजिए अपना म्यूट कीजिए
So let's start.
ये स्टार्ट
Rahul Bajaj is chairman of Bajaj Auto. He was born on June 10, 1938 in Kolkata. Rahul's grandfather Jamnanand Bajaj founded the Bajaj Group in 1926, and his father Kamla Narayan Bajaj succeeded him as for 1942. Kamla Narayan started pursuing the Bajaj Auto within 3 years. He expanded into a new business, including a cement, electrical appliance, and scooters. Rahul Bajaj graduated from St. Stephen College in Delhi in 1958 and also earned a degree in law from Bombay University. Then he went to pursuing an MBA from Harvard Business School in the USA and became a CEO of Bajaj Auto in 1968. He is a chairman committee of Indian conglomerate Bajaj Group and member of Parliament. Bajaj come from a business house started at Jamnalal Bajaj. He was awarded a third highest civilian award Padma Bhushan in 2001. In a recent interview from a Creating Emerging Market project and the Harvard Business School, Bajaj provided this veterans creating an Indian industrialization policy, the industrialization in 1990. In 2008, he split Bajaj Auto into a 3-unit, Bajaj Auto Finance Company, Bajaj Finance and Holding Company. His sons Rajiv Bajaj and Sanjeev Bajaj are now a managing day affair to the company. Rahul Bajaj and Bajaj family wealth. Rahul Bajaj own a 10% stake in Bajaj Auto and 10% in Bajaj Finance and 24% in Bajaj Holding and Investment. He also owned a 2% stake in Bajaj Finance and 14% in Home Appliance. Thank you.
Bajaj. Rahul Bajaj is the chairman of Bajaj Auto. He was born on June 30, 1938 in Kolkata. Rahul Grant's father Jaman Lal Bajaj founded the Bajaj Group in 1926 and his father Kamal Nayan Bajaj succeeded him on 1942. Kamal Nayan started the processor to Bajaj Auto. Within 3 years, he expanded into new business, including cement, electrical appliances, and scooters. Rahul Bajaj education. Rahul Bajaj graduated from Septon College in 1958 and also earned a degree in law from Bombay University. Then he went on to pursue MBA from Harvard Business School in the US and become CEO of Business Bajaj Auto in Rahul Bajaj achievement. Since Rahul Bajaj took over the charge of Bajaj Group in 1965, under his leadership, Bajaj Auto has grown to new highest year after year. The turnover of Bajaj Auto has risen from a mere 72 million 46.16 billion. He created one of Indian-based companies in the difficult day of the Lycian Primus Raj. In 1975, Mr. Bajaj received the Man of the Year award from the National Institution of Quality Assurance. Mr. Bajaj was selected as Indian Businessman of the Year 1958. In 1988, Mr. Bajaj was felicitated for his achievement in a public function by the Pune Municipal Corporation. Mr. Bajaj was chairman of Indian Airlines between 1986 to 1989. Mr. Bajaj received the Bombay Management Association Award for the most distinguished service in the field of management 1990. Award for its performance, Bajaj Auto has received various awards including
एक मिनट रुक जाओ, एक मिनट. आप प्रेजेंटेशन दे रहे हो कि तुम पढ़ रहे हो? ये क्या कोई
प्रेजेंटेशन?
तो ये रीडिंग क्लास तो नहीं था ना कि आप प्रिपेयर करके फिर उसको आपको प्रेजेंटेशन देना था ना. आप समझिए, बुलेट
Yes,
पॉइंट्स में
ma'am.
लिख लीजिए, मेन पॉइंट्स लिख लीजिए, फिर उसको आपको इलेबोरेट करना था. तो व्हाट पीपल आर
मैम
डूइंग, पीपल आर रीडिंग फ्रॉम द कंटेंट, जो कि किसी भी हाल में प्रेजेंटेशन नहीं लग रहा है. ठीक है,
ओके मैम.
पहले आप कंटेंट आपको रेडी होना चाहिए ना. पढ़ने के लिए थोड़ी कहा गया था, पढ़ने के लिए तो कोई भी पढ़ लेगा.
मैम पॉइंट मेन पॉइंट जो है मैंने मेंशन किया है कॉपी में.
तो यही बोला था ना, उनका मेन पॉइंट आप बोलिए राहुल बजाज के बारे में. चलिए, डोंट लुक एट द कॉपी, आप बोलिए.
ओके मैम. मैम हो गया, इतना ही था.
इतना ही था?
यस मैम, 2 पेजेस का है.
तो मेन पॉइंट क्या था, आपने क्या सीखा उनसे? चलिए चलिए इस बारे में बताइए.
मेन पॉइंट इंट्रोडक्शन ऑफ राहुल बजाज एजुकेशन था. राहुल बजाज
तो
अचीवमेंट.
क्या था उसको आप बोलिए, उसको बोलिए, आप बिना देखे बोलिए.
मैम राहुल बजाज ग्रेजुएटेड फ्रॉम सेप्टेन कॉलेज इन दिल्ली.
विच
And,
कॉलेज? सेंट स्टीफेंस कॉलेज.
सेप्टिपेंस कॉलेज इन दिल्ली.
सेंट स्टीफेंस कॉलेज. कई बच्चे प्रेजेंटेशन दे चुके हैं, अगर आप सुनते हैं तो आप इसको समझते अच्छी तरीके से. सेंट स्टीफेंस कॉलेज, न्यू दिल्ली.
Yes ma'am. And also earn a degree from Bombay University. That is the point ma'am, education.
बस एक ही 2 पॉइंट आपने लिखा?
नो मैम, बहुत सारा पॉइंट लिखा मैम. मैम बोले तो मैम.
चलिए, दिस वाज नॉट अ प्रेजेंटेशन. इसमें आपको 10 मार्क्स में क्या मार्क्स मिल सकता है? हार्डली 2 मार्क्स मिलेगा. It was not a presentation, it was only reading. I did not want you to read it. I wanted you to make a presentation. Okay, Parvinder Kaur, let's start.
मैम प्रेजेंटेशन स्क्रीन शेयर करूं?
हाँ, yes, करिए.
Ma'am, it is visible.
Yes.
Good morning, everyone. Today I am going to give my point on Rahul Bajaj. Introduction to Rahul Bajaj. He was born 10th June 1938, Bengal Presidency in British India. Residence Pune, Maharashtra, India. His nationality is India.
एक मिनट. तुमने ये क्या लिखा हुआ है? It is hardly visible. It is not even readable. तुमने क्या लिखा है? Why did you highlight it? तुमने वर्ड पे बनाया है, उसको फिर हाईलाइट कर दिया तुमने. What was the use of highlighting it?
Sorry, ma'am.
जो भी प्रेजेंटेशन होता है, जैसे भी होता है, इट शुड बी फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल पीपीटी बनाना चाहिए था. दूसरी बात ये है कि आप इस तरह से यूज करेंगे फॉन्ट्स जो कि दूसरे को पढ़ने में आसानी हो.
Okay, ma'am.
ना कि बस आपने कुछ हाईलाइट कर दिया है, कुछ कलर डाल दिया है, तो दिस ऐसा थोड़ी होता है. अब आप बताइए, आप बोलिए, मेक अ प्रेजेंटेशन हो.
Introduction about Rahul Bajaj. He was a CEO at the age of 26 in 1965. He was born in June 10, 1938 in Bengal Residency, British India. He is from Pune, Maharashtra. He is an industrialist and politician. His grandfather is Jamna Lal, who was the founder of Bajaj Group and Groups. His father is Kamal Nayak Bajaj.
कमल नयन.
Kamal Nayan Bajaj. He completed his schooling from Cathedral and John Cannon School. He is graduated in economics. He worked in Bajaj Electrical for 2 years while studying law at the same time, Government Law College, Mumbai. He
All right.
went to
Okay. Parvinder, I want to ask you one question. You have compiled some information about Rahul Bajaj. So,
Yes,
what
ma'am.
is one thing which you liked about him and why?
Ma'am, I can't understand the question.
What is one thing which you liked about Rahul Bajaj and why?
Ma'am, how he developed his country, how he developed his company.
Okay. And what have you learned from his lessons?
Ma'am, ma'am, I learned from this that how he used to do, how he worked hard to manage his own company. He never give up.
He never gave up,
Yes, ma'am.
or he never gives up. Yes,
He never gives up.
Okay. Aman Raj, let us start with you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hello, good morning to all of you. My name is Aman Raj from BBA Batch 1 Sim, and I am like to share my screen with all of you. Wait a bit.
I would like to share my screen. Okay, fine.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, my screen is visible.
Yeah.
Today I am going to present about Rahul Bajaj. He was born on 10th of June 1938 and in Kolkata. His net worth is 870 crores USD according to 2022 Forbes. Rahul Bajaj's spouse was Rupa Bajaj and his children Rajiv Bajaj, Sanjeev Bajaj and Sunana Kejriwal. Rahul Bajaj completed his MBA from Harvard Business School in 1964 and he won the third highest civilian award Padma Bhushan in 2001. Rahul Bajaj is the chairperson of Bajaj Auto and Bajaj company was founded by Rahul Bajaj grandfather, that is Jamanlal Bajaj in 1926, and Rahul Bajaj is considered as plain spoken person and his friends call him fearless. In the 1970s, when Italy Piaggio did not renew Bajaj license, he began manufacturing his own brand of scooter with names like Chetak and Super, and Bajaj sales hit a low point around 2001 after market liberalization saw Japanese competitors like Honda, Yamaha, Suzuki introduce new motorcycles. My name is Aman Raj and today I am presenting Rahul Bajaj biography.
Share your screen.
All right, ma'am. Rahul Bajaj, he was born on 10th of June 1938 in Kolkata and his net worth is 870 crores US dollar in according to 2022 Forbes report. Rahul Bajaj's spouse is Rupa Bajaj and his children Rajiv Bajaj, Sanjeev Bajaj and Sunana Kejriwal. Rahul Bajaj completed his MBA from Harvard Business School in 1964 and received the third highest civilian award Padma Bhushan in 2001. Rahul Bajaj is the chairman of Bajaj Auto and the Bajaj Auto was founded by Rahul's Bajaj grandfather Jamnalal Bajaj in 1926 and Rahul Bajaj became a part of his father's group as deputy general manager He was in charge of key department in the company like marketing, purchase and audit, etc. He grew the company revenue to join the $1 billion club. It was through his initiative that Chetak and Bajaj supermodel rose to prominence in the Indian market. Originally based on Italian Vespa Sprint, Chetak was an affordable means of transportation for millions of Indians for decades and is remembered as Hamara Bajaj. Rahul Bajaj faced a challenge, that is Bajaj sales hit a low point around 2001 after market liberalization saw Japanese competitors like Honda, Yamaha, Suzuki introduce new motorcycles and change the dynamics of Indian's market. But it soon recovered from the loss with effective marketing and promotion. Bajaj Auto reinvented itself and came up with Bajaj Pulsar motorcycle. Rahul Bajaj has been the president of the Confederation of Indian Industry and the Society of Indian Automobile Manufacturers. Rahul Bajaj has always been regarded as plain spoken and his friends call him fearless. In the 1970s, when Italy Piagos did not renew Bajaj's license, he began manufacturing his own brand of scooters with names like Chetak and Super. And under Indira Gandhi, government regulated production under a system called the license Raj. Owing to the restriction, buyers had to book and wait for years to receive a scooter. However, Rahul protested against the license Raj. In an interview, Rahul said that he had to go to jail for production of a commodity that most Indians needed. He did not mind. Rahul Bajaj owns 10% stake in Bajaj Auto, 10% in Bajaj in Finserv, and 20% of Bajaj Holdings and Investment. He also owns 2% stake in Bajaj Finance and 14% in Home Appliance. His net worth is estimated to be at $4.4 billion. According to Forbes India 100 richest people in 2019 list, the Bajaj family net worth stands at $9.2 billion and it is the 11th richest family in India. He was appointed as the chairman of Indian Airlines in 1986 and was awarded Padma Bhushan in 2001. In June 2006, Rahul Bajaj was elected to Rajya Sabha from Maharashtra, and the family runs a school like Baldwis Vocational and Technical Training Institute, which include adopting ITIs. They train rural women in tailoring and embroidery. They have set up hospitals and rural development programs under the umbrella of Janki Devi Bajaj Gram Vikas Sanstha. Thank you.
All right, good. Let us move on to, yes, Ravi Raj. तुम इतने impatient थे कि तुम you started sharing screen. Where is Ravi Raj? Start your presentation. Ravi Raj, हमने को पहले, sorry. All right, you may start. Raviraj, start. Hello.
यस मैम। ये
Start.
मैम ये म्यूट नहीं, ये अनम्यूट करने कर रहे थे मैम, तो नहीं
ठीक
पा
है,
रहा था।
ठीक है, ठीक।
करते हैं मैम। Hello, good morning, everybody. I am going to start about Rahul Bajaj biography. Rahul Bajaj was born on 10th June 1938 at Bengal, Residency, British India. He is an Indian businessman, industrialist, politician, Forbes, billionaires, and a member of the Indian Parliament. In 2010, Forbes had estimated his net worth to be US scenario 1.1 billion, making him one of the India's top 50 richest persons. He is the chairman of Bajaj Auto, a leading Indian automobile manufacturer's family background. Rahul Bajaj is a son of Rajasthani businessman Jamna Lal Bajaj, who started Bajaj Auto in 1945. He has one brother, Sisir Bajaj, with whom there was a recent business settlement ending the family dispute. He has three cousins, Sekhar, Madhur, and Neeraj, together, with whom he controls the Bajaj group of companies. He is married to Rupani and has two sons, Rajiv and Sanjeev, who are involved in the management of his companies, and a daughter, Sunana Kejriwal, who is married to Manish Kejriwal, who heads Temask India. Growing up, Rahul Bajaj went to the Cathedral and
John Cannon School.
John Cannon School. He graduated from St. Stephen's College in
Saint
Delhi.
Stephen's College.
Hence, Stephen's
Saint Stephen's College. Saint
Saint
Stephen's.
Saint Stephen's College
Hmm.
in Delhi in 1958 with an honors degrees in economics. He underwent on the job training for 4 years at two of the group companies. During that time, he also earned a law degree in Bombay. He is also an alumnus of the prestigious ma'am,
Prestigious.
prestigious Harvard Business School in USA. The beginning, given his family background, at the tender age of 12, he started dreaming of becoming a businessman. His grandfather had bought a steel mill and a sugar mill, and in 1945, his father founded Bajaj Auto, now the crown jewel in the Bajaj Group. In the 1970s, India was a socialist state barred by rules and regulations. As a result, there was no entrepreneurship and nothing could be done without government approval. At this difficult time, Bajaj became the CEO of Bajaj Auto Limited, BAL, in 1968 at the age of 30, making him one of the youngest CEOs of that time. Yes, ma'am.
Hmm.
In this environment, the company was limited to produce just 20,000 units a year. Supply and demand didn't match. Hence, after placing their order, customers had to wait for roughly 10 years to receive it. To lower costs while improving the price, and the quality of the products. He increased production to avail economies of scale. He ignored a government regulation and increased volume by more than the permitted 25% of his licensed capacity. His grandfather had been known as the fifth son of Mahatma Gandhi, and his parents and grandparents had spent time in British prisons for the sake of Indian independence. Hence, he didn't fear of going to jail for the illegal access production. Also, the fact that he was producing a commodity that most Indians needed gave him the strength to take the risk. He established factories at Akhurdi and Walus and worked hard to expand BAL. Now the world's fourth largest maker of motorized scooters, three-wheel vehicles and motorcycles, India's most common forms of transportation. Achievements. Since Rahul Bajaj took over the charge of Bajaj Group in 1965, under his leadership, Bajaj Auto has grown to new heights year after year. The turnover of Bajaj Auto has risen from only rupees 72 million to rupees 46.16 billion. He created one of the India's best companies in the difficult days of the license permit raj. Apart from his achievements as the CEO of BAL, his individual achievements are: he is the only top executive to have served 2 terms as president of the Confederation of Indian Industry (CII), which represents over 5,000 companies from India's private and public sectors. He is a member of International Advisory Committee, and his expertise in this matter are tapped by the New York Stock Exchange. For his contribution to Indian industry, he was awarded the nation's third highest civilian honor, the Padma Bhushan, in 2002. He was nominated to the Rajya Sabha from Maharashtra in June 2006 with cross-party support from the NCP, BJP, and the Shiv Sena. He was to be the 20th richest man of India according to the Forbes India poll on top 40 richest persons in India. The government of India appointed Mr. Bajaj as the chairman of the Development Council for Automobile and Allied Industries 1975 to 77. In 1975, Mr. Bajaj received the Man of the Year award from the National Institution of Quality Assurance. Mr. Bajaj was selected as India's Businessman of the Year 1985. In 1988, Mr. Bajaj was appreciated for his achievement in public function by the Pune Municipal Corporation. Mr. Bajaj was chairman of Indian Airlines between 1986 say 89. Mr. Bajaj received the Bombay Management Association Award for the most distinguished service in the field of management 1990. Mr. Bajaj Royal Highness.
All right, Raviraj, I'm putting you a stop to your presentation. You tell me what is the highlight of your research?
Achha.
What is the highlight of your research on Rahul Bajaj?
Yeah, ma'am. Ma'am, that I am I am inspired from Rahul Bajaj's biography of Rahul Bajaj's life. Then how to manage your own company, how to tackle problem on on business purpose. And these are motivation.
How you will manage to take your business ahead. This is what you have learned. Okay, then let us talk to now. Somebody who
Excuse me,
has
ma'am.
been for a long time.
मैम
Yeah. हाँ.
मैम रोल नंबर 92 उदित पांडे का माइक ऑन नहीं हो रहा, उसको बोलना है, प्रेजेंटेशन देना है। वो हमको बोला था मैम, क्योंकि चैट डिसेबल है इसलिए बोल रहे हैं।
So what is the problem? Everybody is allowed to speak. Why can't he use his mic? Okay, Priyanshu Kumar. Priyanshu is there, Ravi Shankar is there, a lot of people are there. जिनके cameras on उन्हीं से हम बात कर रहे हैं. Otherwise, if you keep your cameras off, who will talk to you? त्रिशा सिंह तुम्हारा भी है. No, इतना लंबा मत कीजिए प्रेजेंटेशन, उसका की पॉइंट्स बताइए.
Yes, ma'am.
What you all are doing, you all are reading word for word, and your content is PPT is content heavy with content. This is not a presentation. Tell me the key points of what is your research. Yes, Priyanshu and then Trisha Singh. पढ़ना नहीं है, सबसे पहली बात तो ये की पॉइंट्स बताना है. Do not make it too lengthy, right? Priyanshu Singh, are you ready?
मैम प्रियांशु सिंह और प्रियांशु कुमार.
प्रियांशु कुमार है ये. रोल नंबर 50, रोल नंबर 58.
यस मैम. 1 मिनट मैम.
Do not make it lengthy.
Good morning, ma'am. My name is Priyanshu Kumar, and I am here to present work on Rahul Bajaj. Content. There are the content which I provided below. Introduction. He was born in June 10, 1938 in Kolkata. Residence Pune, Maharashtra, India. Nationality Indian. Occupation industrialist and politician. Party Indian National Congress. Net worth 817 crore USD 2022. Family background. Founder Jamnalal Bajaj, the founding father of Bajaj Group. Father Kamnalayan Bajaj, elder son of Jamnalal Bajaj.
कमल नयन बजाज. इस वर्ड को,
Kamal Nayan Bajaj,
इस नाम को
elder son
कितनी
of.
बार रिपीट किया गया है? कमल नयन.
Okay, ma'am. Elder son of Jamnalal Bajaj, followed footsteps of his illustrious father and consolidated and Bajaj Foundation. Mother Savitri Bajaj, spouse Rupa Bajaj, children Rajiv Bajaj, Sanjeev Bajaj, and Sunena Kejriwal. Education background. Rahul completed his schooling at Cathedral and John Coyne School in Delhi's Sant Stephen College. Graduated in economics. In Bajaj Electricals, he worked for 2 years while studying law at the same time. Government Law College, Mumbai. In
Okay,
1962,
ठीक है.
went to
तो कोई यहाँ पर हम रोक रहे हैं और हम पूछ रहे हैं कि what आपका जो रिसर्च में whatever you have researched on Rahul Bajaj, what are 2 things which you want to highlight and 1 thing which you have learned?
Ma'am, he never give up, and he was and his attitude towards worker is good.
What was he as a person?
Yes, ma'am.
What was he as a person? किस तरह के person थे वो? हैं वो?
मैम बहुत अच्छे थे.
ये कोई बात नहीं हुई. उनके काम करने का तरीका क्या था? Tell me about his business.
Yes, 1 minute, ma'am. He took over control of the Bajaj Group in 1965 and successfully established one of the India's best company. He established factories at Akurdi and Waluj. In 1980s, Bajaj Auto was India's topmost scooter making company. After 10 years of Bajaj Auto's success, Chetak was launched. He established another factory in Chakan, invested in R&D, and came up with the Bajaj Pulsar motorcycle. Bajaj Pulsar is presently a leader in this sector. Qualities for his success: concentration of core competency, treats customer as a king, a staunch believer in
इसका
himself.
मतलब बताइए, treats customer as a king.
मैम वो अपने कस्टमर को मतलब बहुत मतलब मानते थे, मतलब राजा की तरह ट्रीट करते थे.
अच्छा, concentration of core competency, ये क्या मतलब हुआ इसका?
मैम नहीं जानते हैं.
तो लिखा क्यों तुमने? जानने की कोशिश तुमने क्यों नहीं की? प्रेजेंटेशन बना रहे हो, इसका मतलब है कि यू नो एवरी लाइन ऑफ योर प्रेजेंटेशन.
Yes, ma'am.
मतलब कंपटीशन में, मार्केट में क्या कंपटीशन हो रहा है, उसके लिए वो बहुत कंसंट्रेट करते थे. कंपटीटर्स बहुत थे, तो उनका कंसंट्रेशन भी उसी तरह का होता था. व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय स्टॉन्च बिलीवर?
मैम नहीं पता.
लिख लिया, पता नहीं है. मैंने पिछले क्लास में भी कहा था, तुम जो कुछ भी लिख रहे हो, यू मस्ट नो द मीनिंग ऑफ. स्टॉन्च बिलीवर मतलब अपने आप में उनको भरोसा था, विश्वास था, कॉन्फिडेंस था.
Yes, ma'am.
यस, कंटिन्यू.
नेवर गिव अप एटीट्यूड.
मतलब क्या हुआ इसका? टू नेवर गिव अप
मतलब
एटीट्यूड था उनका, जो क्या था?
मतलब मैम वो कभी हार नहीं माने. जैक वेल्च थ्योरी.
मैनेजमेंट थ्योरी है इसका. थ्योरी समझे तुम क्या है? नहीं
No,
समझे
ma'am.
होगे तो इसको नेट पे देखो, इसको समझो. व्हाट इज
Yes,
जैक
ma'am.
वेल्च थ्योरी? इसको
Okay, ma'am.
फॉलो करते. एटीट्यूड टुवर्ड्स वर्कर्स, क्या
Yes,
मतलब
ma'am.
इसका हुआ?
मतलब उनका एटीट्यूड वर्कर्स के अगेंस्ट बहुत बढ़िया था.
अगेंस्ट
मतलब मतलब उनके मतलब.
वर्कर्स के लिए उनका एटीट्यूड बहुत अच्छा था.
यस मैम.
व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय द वर्ड स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्डनेस?
बहुत अच्छे इंसान थे, वही.
अच्छा, तुम्हारे एक ही आंसर ले लियो. अच्छे इंसान थे, अच्छे. स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड मतलब कि वो ऑनेस्टली बोलते थे और अपनी स्पष्टता उनकी बातचीत में क्लैरिटी हुआ करती थी. स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड थे वो.
यस मैम. लिसन इफेक्टिवली. बातों को ध्यान से सुनते थे, अच्छी तरह सुनते थे.
ठीक है. क्रॉस फंक्शनैलिटी
नहीं पता है.
लिख लिया फिर भी.
मेडिटेशन भी कह सकते हैं एक तरह से.
हाँ,
मैम वो हेल्प लिए.
एक एक जो टर्म है ना, टर्म को गूगल करके देखो, समझो उसको. When you do
Okay,
not
ma'am.
understand in English, understand in Hindi.
ओके मैम.
क्योंकि तुमने जो लिखा है तो ये तुम्हारे फायदे के लिए भी है ना. These terms तो तुमको भी जरूरत पड़ना पड़ेगा. अगर पूछते हैं कि what is your good quality, then you can also say I am a staunch believer in myself. I never give up. My attitude is never give up. I always follow the Welsh theory. I am
Okay, मैम आज
straightforward.
देख लेंगे.
तो ये सब इतने अच्छे अच्छे वर्ड्स लिखे हो, तो इट कैन ऑल्सो डिफाइन एनी पर्सनालिटी. तुमको क्यों नहीं पर्सनालिटी, तुमको भी तो डिस्क्राइब कर सकता है. I listen effectively. I believe in cross functionality. I believe in smart work combined with hard work. These are such good words, तो आपने उठा लिया जरूर. अब एक एक वर्ड का तुम इस मीनिंग समझो और इसको अपने सिस्टम में ले आओ, ताकि तुमको कभी बोलना पड़े टेल मी समथिंग अबाउट योरसेल्फ, व्हाट इज द बेस्ट थिंग अबाउट योर पर्सनालिटी. तो इनमें से सारे के सारे बोल सको या फिर दो चार बोल सको. You understand? Every class, every presentation is a learning experience. यूं ही से लिख लिए, क्या मतलब पता नहीं होगा कुछ. मुझे क्या
नहीं मैम,
पता.
इतना ज्यादा है कि मतलब अब देखेंगे मैम उसको गूगल करके आज.
देखोगे और समझोगे कुछ, तो मैंने बता भी दिया तुमको.
यस मैम.
और इसको सोचो इस तरह से कि इसको अपने सिस्टम में कैसे डालें हम, अपने कम्युनिकेशन स्किल में किस तरह से हम डालें, ताकि हम भी अच्छा बोल सकें.
यस मैम.
राइट, बिकॉज these are things which can define a person. ये सब उनके क्वालिटीज जो उनको जिनकी वजह से वो आगे बढ़े हैं. तो ये क्वालिटीज तुम अपने अंदर क्यों नहीं ला सकते हो?
यस मैम.
राइट. चलिए, त्रिशा सिंह, लेट अस कंटिन्यू विद यू एंड योर द लास्ट प्रेजेंटेशन टुडे.
Good morning, everyone. I am Trisha Singh from BBA Batch 2. And as we know, we all here to give presentation about Rahul Bajaj. I would like to share my screen.
Mhm.
Ma'am, it is visible.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, ma'am.
तुम लोग सब clicking on to something which you sent me, right?
क्या क्या हुआ मैम?
नहीं ठीक.
Ma'am, can I start?
Yeah, start.
Worry doesn't make anything, but the hard work is. This is my favorite quote for my small business. As an entrepreneur, it gives me that kind of motivation which others can't. Just because of Rahul Bajaj sir, he motivates me a lot by their different success stories. Not only me, even all the entrepreneurs out there. So let's start with the introduction. Rahul Bajaj is the chairman of Bajaj Auto. He was born on 30 June 1938 in Kolkata. Rahul's grandfather Jamal Lal Bajaj founded the Bajaj Group in 1926 and his father Kamal Nayan Bajaj succeeded him in 1942. Kamal Nayan started the precursor to Bajaj Auto. Within 3 years, he expanded into new businesses, including cement, electrical appliances, and scooters. Rahul Bajaj graduated from St. Stephen's College in Delhi in 1958 and also earned a degree in law from Bombay University. Then he went to pursue MBA from Harvard Business School in the US and become the CEO of Bajaj Auto in 1968. Rahul Bajaj's journey as an entrepreneur. Rahul Bajaj became a part of his father group as a deputy general manager. He was in charge of the departments in his company like marketing, accounts, purchase, and adult, etc. Under the guidance of the Naval K. Firodia, CEO of Bajaj Auto, Rahul ran the nuisance of business. Later, Firodia and the Bajaj parted ways. After his father passes away in 1972, Rahul was appointed the managing director of Bajaj Auto. Under his leadership, the company witnesses the tremendous growth. Rahul Bajaj built the firm in 1970s and 80s. He grew up the company with revenues to join the billion-dollar club. It was through his initiative that Chetak and the Bajaj supermodels rose the prominence in the Indian market. Originally based an Italian Vespa Sprint, Chetak was an affordable means of transportation for millions of Indians for the decades and it's remembered as Hamara Bajaj. Bajaj sales hit a low point around 2001 after market liberalization saw Japanese competitors like Honda, Yamaha, and Suzuki introduce a motorcycles and change the dynamics of India's market. But it soon recovered from the loss with effective marketing and promotion. Bajaj Auto reinvented itself and came up with a Bajaj Pulsar motorcycle. In 2008, he split Bajaj Auto into three units: Bajaj Auto Finance, a company, Bajaj Financer, and a holding company. His sons are now managing the day-to-day affairs of the company. Rahul Bajaj has the president of the Confederation of Indian Industry (CII) and the Society of Indian Automobiles Manufacturer (SIAM). Rahul Bajaj's fearless approach. He is known in corporate circles as the man who does not mince words when it comes to any matter of national interest or echoing corporate India's woes. On November 30, at the awards event organized by the Economic Times in Mumbai, Rahul Bajaj said that he was born as anti-establishment. Rahul Bajaj has always been regarded as plain spoken, and his friends call him fearless. In the 1970s, when Italy Piaggio didn't renew Bajaj license, he began manufacturing his own brand of scooters with names like Chetak and Super. Under Indira Gandhi, the government regulated production under a system called the License Raj. Owing to the restrictions, buyer had to wait for years to receive a scooter. However, Rahul protested against the License Raj. In an interview, Rahul said that he had to go to jail for the production of for a commodity that the most Indians needed. He didn't mind. On November 30, he triggered a sharp debate on a Twitter after he said that there is an atmosphere of fear in the country and people are afraid to criticize the government. When UPA second was in power, we would criticize anyone. Now an atmosphere of fear exists. Rahul Bajaj said. He mentioned the NDA government lack of action against mob lynching and BJP MP
Okay.
Prayag Thakur recent remarks of
What is mob lynching?
sorry ma'am, mob lynching. Ma'am, where it is?
Wherever it is, what is the word mob lynching? बहुत सारे वर्ड तुमने यूज किए, मैंने तुमको टोका नहीं बिकॉज यू वर इन अ फ्लो ऑफ रीडिंग इट. एक बार बताएं. हाँ, एक मिनट. जब तुम पावर पॉइंट बनाते हो बच्चे तो यू हैव टू बी पुटिंग लॉट ऑफ पिक्चर. इट शुड बी पिक्चोरियल. बहुत सारे पिक्चर्स होने चाहिए. तुमने क्या किया, पूरी कंटेंट से अपनी पीपीटी को हैवी कर दिया है. पीपीटी पावर पॉइंट प्रेजेंटेशन मींस using a lot of pictures and telling your story. It should be a picture story with minimum
Ma'am,
of
actually,
words.
this is my first time.
That's okay. You will learn by doing it only. अच्छा है, तुमने मेहनत करी है और तुमने बनाया है इसको. बल्कि अगली बार से बनाना जब, तो it should be pictorial. बहुत सारे pictures डालो और उसी pictures को, it should be a story told in pictures, isn't it? हाँ, the word was mob lynching का मतलब बताइए.
Ma'am, means that someone can't cheat or can't straightforward by others.
नहीं
मैम, मॉब लिंचिंग मतलब भीड़ हत्या होता है.
हाँ, मॉब लिंचिंग मतलब कोई अगर गलत काम करके दौड़ रहा है,
यस मैम.
कोई हिट एंड रन कर रहा है तो ड्राइवर को पकड़ के लोग, भीड़ क्या करती है,
पीट रहा
उसको
है. यस
पीट
मैम,
रहा है,
आरोपी बना दिया जा रहा है.
पीट के मार देता है उसको.
यस
मार
मैम.
पीट करता है. दिस इज कॉल्ड मॉब लिंचिंग. ठीक है,
भीड़ हत्या होता है.
हाँ, भीड़ हत्या. सही बात है, हिंदी में उसका भीड़ हत्या होता है. और ये
जी मैम.
इसके अगेंस्ट उन्होंने आवाज उठाई थी कि इसके अगेंस्ट एक्शन क्यों नहीं लिया जा रहा है. ये जो मॉब लिंचिंग होता है, उन्होंने ट्विटर पे कहा था कि why nothing has been why no action has been is being taken about mob lynching. ठीक है, तो जो बच्चे जो वर्ड्स आप तुम जो लिख रहे हो ना, जितने भी वर्ड तुम लिख रहे हो, it is making a PPT, it means updating a vocabulary. और जैसे कि प्रियांशु ने कहा था, वो कुछ भी पूछो तो इनको पता ही नहीं है, लिख लिया, पता नहीं. अच्छे वर्ड लिखा इन्होंने, पर्सनालिटी वर्ड से, द पावर ऑफ क्वालिटी उन्होंने लिखा, बट देन यू शुड नो द मीनिंग. तो दीज वर्ड्स आर वेरी कॉमन. जैसे आपके क्लास के बच्चों को पता है मॉब लिंचिंग का मतलब भीड़ हत्या, जो किसी को पकड़ के मार देते हैं या मारते हैं, पीटते हैं, जो कानून को अपने हाथ में ले लेते हैं, वो इसी तरह का.
या आईपीसी में इंडियन पैनल कोड में आता है.
तो ठीक है, वर्ड जानना आपको असाइनमेंट इसलिए दिया गया है कि यू विल बी कमिंग अक्रॉस लॉट ऑफ वर्ड्स, और उन वर्ड को तुम सीखोगे. जैसे आपने राइटिंग क्लासेस में ब्रिज क्लासेस में राइटिंग स्किल्स दिया था आपको, तो आप खुद से एक चूज करते थे एक टॉपिक और आप लिखते थे. तो मैंने उस वक्त भी कहा था कि वट एवर वर्ड्स यू आर राइटिंग, यू मस्ट नो द मीनिंग ऑफ दोज वर्ड्स. तो ये सेल्फ वर्क इज अ कंटिन्यूएशन ऑफ अ ब्रिज क्लास काइंड, कि ये आपके सिलेबस में भी है. तो इनको जानना, इनको समझना, और इनको एक आपको नॉलेज, आप नॉलेज गेन करते हैं, कंटेंट आपका डेवलप होता है. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू आर मेकिंग प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर द एग्जाम, अपकमिंग एग्जाम. दूसरी बात, योर नॉलेज इज बीइंग अपडेटेड about certain success stories, about certain personalities, and thirdly and the most importantly, you are updating with some vocabulary जो कि आप जान रहे हैं. आप बस लिख ले रहे हैं, टाइप कर ले रहे हैं, कट कॉपी पेस्ट कर रहे हैं विदाउट नोइंग द मीनिंग, दिस डज नॉट मीन प्रेजेंटेशन अकॉर्डिंग टू मी। Whatever, अब जो कुछ भी आप एक लाइन भी बोल रहे हैं, आपको उस एक लाइन का मतलब आना चाहिए, ठीक है। तो त्रिशा बताइए, मॉब लिंचिंग का मतलब क्या समझे आप?
मैम दैट की मीन्स समथिंग, कोई एक सर्टेन प्लेस पे कुछ हो रहा हो और मोस्ट ऑफ द पीपल आर अगेंस्ट हिम और हर।
नहीं, भीड़ हत्या तो हिंदी में किसी ने बताया था ना, किसी को पकड़ के गलत काम कोई कुछ करके भाग रहा है या उसको एक्सीडेंट हो गया, कुछ कोई भी चीज हो गई, उसको लोग बाग मिलके पकड़ के मार पीट के उसकी हत्या कर देते हैं।
दंगा फसाद नहीं होता है भाई।
दंगा नहीं, दंगा फसाद अलग चीज हो गया एंड मॉब लिंचिंग अलग हो गया। मॉब लिंचिंग अलग चीज है। मॉब लिंचिंग, मॉब का मतलब होता है
जैसे चोर की पिटाई होती है।
चोर की पिटाई, कोई चोरी करके भाग रहा है, अब उसको लोग चेस करके उसको पकड़ के उसको मार रहे हैं, उसको पीट रहे हैं, उसकी जान तक ले लेते हैं। दिस इज कॉल्ड मॉब लिंचिंग, ठीक है। दंगा फसाद नहीं, नथिंग, ठीक है। तो व्हाट आई वांट यू टू नो इज अपडेट योरसेल्फ विद सर्टेन वोकैबुलरी। जो वोकैबुलरी सामने आ रहा है उसको जानिए, समझिए, सीखिए और try to use those words. And I do not want any reading line by line and PPT पहला बनाए थे तो ठीक है, but you will learn by doing it and use lot of pictures. कुछ लोगों ने pictures डाला है, they put in lot of pictures, लेकिन content कम रखिए, bullets में 4-5 points लिखिए per slide and बस write down the points and उसको elaborate कीजिए. If not, reading line by line from the PPT is not also presentation. ठीक है, चलो, that's it for today.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.